Even now, especially now, there will be no complacency. We've seen where that leads. Don't forget what they did. Partygate, COVID contracts, the lies, division, scapegoating, and the unfunded tax cuts for the richest that crashed our economy. Don't forget any of it. The Tories failed Britain, and they tried to cover it up. A crater in the heart of Britain's economy, a puncher in the pocket of every working family, and a £22 billion black hole. And not so much as an apology, let alone an acceptance from the Tories. Instead, next week, they'll gather in the wreckage of their defeat, reduced to 10-minute auditions for wannabe leaders, beating each other to different shades of blue on a show that no one's watching. Perhaps that's why Kemi launched her leadership campaign with an attack on Doctor Who. It was bad enough. It was bad enough when they wanted to deal with Farage. Now she's doing side deals with the Daleks. But conference, at least after 3 months of shadow housing secretary, she's finally expressed a concern about a tenant. It's just a pity it's David Tennant. At conference, it's easy to forget they had 5 leadership candidates, not exactly the famous 5. And they have left us to clear up their mess. And I'm not just talking about the wallpaper in number 10. The Tories have left us facing tough choices, and even tougher ones face families across Britain struggling to make ends meet. But look, neither of us make any apology for where we came from or how we've ended up here. So when I took on this job, I promised the biggest upgrade to workers' rights in a generation, nothing less than a new deal for working people. And I can confirm today that the Employment Rights Bill will be tabled in Parliament next month. They said we couldn't do it. Some tried to stop it in its tracks. But after years of opposition, we are on the verge of historic legislation to make work more secure, make it more family-friendly, go further and faster to close the gender pay gap, ensure rights are enforced and trade unions are strengthened. That means repealing the Tories' anti-worker laws and new rights to union reps too. A genuine living wage and sick pay for the lowest earners, banning exploitative zero-hour contracts and unpaid internships, ending fire and rehire, and we will bring in basic rights from day one on the job. And conference, our renters bill will rebalance the relationship between the tenant and the landlord, and we will end no-fault evictions for good. Under the Tories' new social housing plummeted, we will reverse that tide, with an ambition to build more social homes than we lose within the first financial year of this Labour government. In my weeks in office, I set out how we will start this council housing revolution. But conference, with government support must come responsibility. This is why today I want to give you my promise that this Labour government will take action to ensure that all homes are decent and safe, and residents are treated with the respect that they deserve. And conference, of course, many housing associations, councils and landlords do good by their tenants. And I know how hard they've had it after 14 years under the Tories, which is why I will work in partnership with the sector to deliver the change. But I will clamp down on damp and mouldy homes by bringing Arab's Law into the social renter sector this autumn, and will extend it to the private rented sector too. We will consult and implement a new decent home standard for social and private rented homes to end the scandal of homes being unfit to live in. And we'll also ensure that social housing staff have the right skills and experience. And I will ensure that 2.5 million housing association tenants in this country can hold their landlord to account for their high-quality services and hosts, so that repairs and complaints are handled faster. But more importantly, so that social housing tenants are treated fairly. I'm under no illusion about the mountain we have to climb. We all saw that this summer. Violent extremists preyed on our communities, and local councils were left picking up the pieces. Local leadership is the foundation of strong communities. And that's why I've put local government back where it belongs, at the heart of my department's name and mission. And that is why I'm giving mayors more powers over house building and planning, as well as transport and skills. A new white paper will map out how we will move power out of Whitehall. And I'm delighted to announce today that we will move forward with 2 investment zones, creating high-quality jobs in advanced manufacturing in the West Midlands and in life sciences in West Yorkshire. Just this week, conference, I agreed 8 devolution deals. All 4 corners of Yorkshire will now have a local champion. New mayors for Hull and East Yorkshire and Greater Lincolnshire, Warwickshire, Surrey, Buckinghamshire and Cornwall will get new powers over skills. And today I'm proud to announce the next step in our devolution revolution. This government will change the future of the north of England, so Northerners will no longer be dictated to from Whitehall. Conference, we will be the government to complete devolution in the north. The change will be irreversible, and I will get it done. And as a proud Northerner, this milestone is personal for me. Labour governments of the past took on this same challenge at a time when Britain desperately needed change. They deserved a better Britain when the odds were stacked against them. And that is exactly what this Labour government must deliver once again. So, conference, let's get on with it.